welcome back. So I've decided I'm going to do a challenge, and it's just to get me back into the rhythm to do 100 listings in a week. Now, you'd think it shouldn't be hard because I've done 100 listings in a night before, and it's only 15 per day, so I think I can achieve that. And I've got plenty of stock. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so the plan was to do 100 listings this week since being back off the trip, and I can't even remember how many I've done. I know I've done a few lives, but I've got them here, all the clothing bits, so I'm going to count them. Right, so there's 28 in there. I've done 28 over like 3 days. It ain't good, but it's around 10 a day. Yeah, I thought I might as well go sourcing. Yeah, I was running low on actually, like, decent stock, and I couldn't be bothered looking through my death pile. So I thought I'd go out, and yeah, I went to the shops, and then I did pick up a few bits. I went to a place where I haven't been in a while, and yeah, this Mind is very, very hit and miss. I know Mind has gone up in price, but just look, £25 for a Tom Hilfiger jacket. Ooh, no. The air ambulance place, my usual stomping ground. I enjoy flicking through the rails because you just never know. I found so much stuff in here. Yeah, this Ralph Lauren, I don't think it was real. I just didn't want to chance it. Usually you can tell by like the stitching or, the little horse thing. Yeah, I found there was a Nintendo Wii somewhere here for like £50. I was like, what? £50? Behave. I did pick up this blue stitch. It was only £1 and it goes for about 15. So why not? I also found a Jess the cat, which I also took. I think that was like £1.20, something stupid like that. But yeah, in a place where I never usually thought. That never usually do like plushes. They do like VHSs like that. Bill and Ted Almost Came Home. Yeah, $7.50 some for vintage toys, and this is the YMCA, and it's notorious for being not weirdly overpriced, but only just slightly. Yeah, it's always worth having a bit of a route through the toys and the plushes. They used to have a big box full of plush, but now they put everything on the shelves, which has been meh. That's an IKEA toy. I thought it's one of those weird ones that they do. So I thought, why not? It's only £1. And yeah, having a bit of a scan, and they do have some good electronics there. I must admit, they test everything before they put it out. I know that, so I'm always confident when I buy electronics from that place. Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't have anything much in terms of clothing, which is a bit kind of like upsetting. This is a British Red Cross. This one, it's out in the middle of nowhere, and I always find like stuff. I think this Lacoste was a bit fakey. I'm always like really skeptical about Lacoste and Ralph Lauren. I'm always a bit kind of like careful. But yeah, I always flick through these just to make sure that see if there's anything. And usually I find t-shirts. T-shirts are a good one at the British Red Cross. They like throwing them out for stupid prices. Yeah, I got this from there. You'll see that in the haul later. And I didn't know whether to pick up this Narnia. I think it was $5.99. Yeah, it was brand new and sealed. I suppose I should have done, but I'm not sure how much they go for. Don't tell me if it's worth like 40 quid and I've left it. Please don't tell me in the comments. Yeah, this is what I mean. They have like weird kind of like toys. These are like remote control, like IMC toys. Not worth it really. Got my side dress, and I also got a Karl Lagerfeld top from here. You might see it in a bit, but look at this 80s kind of like monstrosity. I fucking love it. I just love 80s clothing. So these are the clothing that I did. I did do all of these pictures in this bag, and I think there's about 12 bits in there, so it's roughly around 20. I need another 10. Shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be that hard to find them in there, this 10. So that's what I'm going to do today. Yum, yum, yum. Lovely risotto. Did I complete my 100 listings? I think I did about 90 odd, something 90 odd. But I didn't really take it seriously. I did like for 2 days, but then for the rest of the days I was like meh. Yeah, but I think I did alright. I had a really bad day on Saturday, but then it picked up a lot on Sunday night. Now what am I? I'm eating some risotto, some chicken risotto, and it's bloody delish. So in other news, I've been shadow banned on Instagram, and I'll put up the pictures here of screenshots. Why? Because it went against their terms and conditions. The first one, which is the most recent one, I put men are stupid, STOOPID. Men are stupid, that's all I put. And apparently that is grounds for hate speech as a man. It was clearly just a joke. It was a joke about somebody saying like, oh, in terms of dating, like they've had enough men, the men are, you know, they don't know what they've got. Basically, this bloke had cheated on this girl, and she was like, and I just said, men are stupid. That's all I put. Another one, oh, this is a good one. It was in a conversation about public toilets in the UK, and if you haven't been to a public toilet in the UK, which I think these moderators haven't, obviously, they are really horrible, by the way. And some people are absolutely filthy. I went into one, and there was basically like wee everywhere. There was poo everywhere. It was just horrible. And that's what I put in the thing. Someone was basically commenting on it, and I said, "Oh, it was horrible." There was a woman in a wheelchair coming out of a disabled one, so I just went in there instead. And then I put, "Men are dirty bastards." Now I could have gotten a strike for the word bastards. That's fine. I understand that. These three apparently violated their terms and conditions, yet I go on to the comment section on, oh, God knows what, like other things, and some of the vile that you see on that is atrocious, and yet for some reason the joke and the context are completely taken out of, are completely disregarded. It's unbelievable. And so yeah, I'm shadow banned on, or I'm banned on Instagram. I've got 3 days. It's absolutely ridiculous, really ridiculous. So Instagram, sort yourself out. You're in an absolute mess. Letting these absolutely atrocious trolls get away with blue murder when it comes to, like, you know, cultural issues, and them just spewing their hatred everywhere. And yet, for literally just saying that, men are stupid. Didn't even spell it right. Anywho, it's not the end of the world, but it's just funny, that, isn't it? So be careful what you say, even as a joke or even in context. So I'm back now, and I have done like a recce of some of the things, and I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to show you like the headliners. So I've got this on the way out of the shop, and I was like, ooh, it was only £1.49, wired for another day. And yeah, it's Tiggerbug, and it goes for between 25 and 30, which is good. I got this Samsonite vanity case, just like that. I've got the code and everything. It's brown, it's like 80s brown, unfortunately. The good ones are like the red ones, they go for like 40 quid. I think this will probably go for between 25 and 35. I only paid £3.99. It's vintage Fred Perry, but it's a nice size. It's a large, but it's like oversized, and it's like late 80s, striped, nice pattern, nice colours. Probably looking at about 30. Probably accept anything over 25. I might have paid too much, I paid £8.50. Aquascotum shirt. It's a bit worn, and it is a only 15-inch neck, but yeah, it was £3.99. Probably looking at about £20. If I put it up for 22, 23, I'll accept anything over like 18. Just want a quick flip for that. Green Coast. It's made in Italy, and yeah, usually they do like outdoorsy, marina, coastal yachting, that kind of thing. Yeah, really good quality stuff. But it looks, the label looks, green coating looks like North Coast, it looks cheap, and it's not. I'd probably get about 35 for this. I paid £6, but I usually put these up. I've had 3 jumpers so far, and they've all gone for 35 to 45 pounds. Paid £3.99 for this Disney Store Mickey Mouse shirt. Look at that. I think it's a large. Oh no, it's an XL, but it's like an oversized one, so it's like an American one. Pretty good. I don't know how much I get that for, probably around £20. The last thing, is a Karl Lagerfeld, and it was £3.49, and it's only size 12 though. I usually only, for women's clothing, it's 14, 16, 18 plus, that kind of stuff. But look, ooh, the light's gone off again. But look at that, nice, and it's 90% silk. So that's nice, there's no holes, I've checked, and I should be looking around 35 for it. Just a cheeky trip out to the shops. Yeah, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.